tonight's news, we talk about a country who struggles with obesity. With over 5 million cases in 2014, the amount of cases in obesity has rapidly increased during the past years. In 2012, the amount of cases were at 500,000, but now it is 10 times more. Now we go over to our doctor reporting from the scene. Over to you, Nicholas.
Thank you, Arkin. Well, we already know that obesity is one of the most obvious health concerns in Australia. It's mainly because of the high demand in fast foods like McDonald's or Burger King. For some people, it's cheap, it's reliable, and it's incredibly fast, and most people take it. It's very common throughout the streets. You can sometimes see it in your home. It's literally everywhere. Now, obesity is a very serious problem for people who have it. It can cause high cholesterol levels, definitely heart failure and heart disease. In 2008, obesity levels went up by 49%. That increase in fat people is quite spectacular.
Thank you very much for listening. Now we go over to Alistair Snowden.
So now you were saying about how obesity is really bad for Australia. Tell me, how bad is it for the economy?
Well, not only is it bad for your personal health, but it also means that you're unable to work. Some days you're slower. Like if you have a physical job like a builder or say a PE coach, you won't be able to do your job properly. And this means, it's worse for the economy. So we won't have as many jobs, people are getting lazier, which means less work done, which ultimately impacts the economy on a whole.
And so how much is it that it's increased by?
Well, we've seen a massive increase over the years from 30 billion Australian dollars to 50 billion. We think this is because more fast food businesses are setting up in Australia, and it's a cheaper source. Like people can afford fast food, everyday people, and the more they eat this fast food, obviously the bigger they'll become. So we need to spend more on trying to, fix them up.
Yeah, so you think that you're spending more on fixing them up, so you're spending more money, and you think it's really terrible in obesity, correct? So what do you think you should do to solve the problem?
Well, I think we should educate people more in schools, educate children, educate parents on proper diets, the effects of obesity. I think this will help majorly in the whole problem. And also, those who have obesity, coaching them to health. We don't have that many services like that. We try and prevent it from when it starts. We don't have too much of people trying to actually fix them while they have obesity. I think we need to focus a bit more on this as well.
And so, do you think that we should stop these services like McDonald's, KFC? Do you think this will stop obesity?
This will be very hard to do, as these are very economically important for the country. We can't shut these down, but we can, I guess, educate people more on kind of steer them away from these fast foods that they use every day.
And do you think that by any chance turning communist will help this problem?
No.
Thank you very much, Alistair. Now we go over to Jayesh for an interview.
Thank you, Arthur. Now we're here report live with Mitchell Wamchai, who had obesity, but now is cured. Isn't that true?
Yes, that is correct. I had obesity, and I'm still trying to fight against type 2 diabetes.
So I hear that you have a BMI of over 40.
Yes, my BMI back then was very high, but now my BMI is back to normal as my doctors gave me specific exercise plans to help me recover from obesity.
Do you feel like somehow the taxes you pay for your health care has helped you fight your struggle against obesity?
Yes, definitely. I couldn't have done it without the Australian health system, and it makes me feel a lot better now paying my taxes than I did before.
And thank you. And now we go to Arkin.
Very much, Jayesh Gupta, and that is all for today's news.